This is your girl Alicia. It's so pretty outside. I just decided to come out here and make a little video. Because the first thing I want to do is I want to just tell you a little bit about me and a little bit about what my channel is about. I have reached my 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys so much. That means so much to me. Thank you for being a part of my family on my platform. Um, I also am working on my watch hours because, you got to have 4,000 of those because I'm trying to get paid. So, a little bit about me. My name's Alicia. I'm 50 years old. I live in Alabama. I have 2 adult kids and 3 grandkids, which y'all see my grandkids a lot. I have Jackson, that's 5. He lives here with me and Pierre. And I have Caden, that's 2. He lives not too far from here. He lives probably like 5 or 6 blocks away. And then I have my baby girl Royal, which she's the only girl, and she's 6 months. I uploaded a little photo shoot of her for her 6 months. You don't want to say her birthday, but her half a year. But anyway, about my channel is gonna be more of a family type channel. I'm not gonna try to be a part of anybody's sector. I don't want to be in a sector. I just want to have my platform because I don't have time for all that mess. I am a busy person. I do own my own cleaning company, so a lot of times that's why it's kind of hard for me to make videos and stuff because I'm always traveling Birmingham, Hoover, Chattanooga, doing jobs for my clients, and I really don't have time to make a lot of videos. So basically, what I'm doing, I'm trying to get more in a habit of making time to be able to come on here and make videos for you guys. Because, I mean, that's what it's all about. I can't have subscribers and I ain't got nothing to give them, right? But I hope everybody's doing well today on this Friday. And I hope everybody's having a blessed day. And I'm so happy to be here before you. As I've said in some of my previous videos, I'm not a makeup person. I feel like I have pretty good skin and I didn't really grow up with makeup and stuff like that, so I'm not too prone for it. Every now and again, I might, do a little extra if I feel like it, but for the most part, hey, this is it. Sometimes I look worse than this, so this is like a pretty good day for me. But it is what it is. I don't want to put on a fake persona of I look like this or I'm gonna be looking like this every time I come on because I'm not. I'm just gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? I live a real life and I live a busy life. So in real life, my real life, I don't have time to get up and try to put on makeup and get dressed this certain kind of way just to come before you guys. I just want to come before you all in my natural, raw, and uncut self, okay? I just want to be genuine. But about my channel, I do cooking and I try not to cook the same thing that everybody else cook. And if I do, because it's only so many ways you can cook food, I always try to tweak my stuff a little bit, to make it mine or make it a little different. So I love to cook. And the one thing that I do all the time is that I do cook. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me with a lot of cooking videos because no matter how hectic my day is, I still have to cook food. I do couponing. I love to coupon at CVS because I get great deals. I practically get the things for free. I love to spend time with my grandboys. My granddaughter, I don't really say too much about her because she's still a baby. She's not crawling or anything like that. So it's really hard to spend a lot of time with her because we're so active and stuff like that. And then you would have to carry her. And she is getting so big to where she ain't finna break my arm. Man, my son was carrying her in her little car thingy that you carry him in, and I was like, oh my god, like her legs is hanging over, and I was like, bro, I know your arm hurting, and I ain't finna do all that. So when I have her, I just try to sit her up or something like that, so you guys can see her as well. She is such a doll. So blessed to have them. So we do a lot of. I'm more of a four-wheeler rider. Me and Jackson and baby and My son-in-law and them, they more of dirt bike people, which I did do the dirt bike, but I ain't trying to kill myself. He keep trying to tell me get on his little dirt bike. No, bro, I ain't getting on there. I ain't finna pop no wheel and have my head bust to the white meat. But anyway, so what else I do? I try to do some gardening. I need to be doing my garden beds right now because I can be planting me some turnip and collard greens. Normally, when I do that, they're ready to eat on Thanksgiving, and that'd be like my first harvest. And I'll go pull those, and then on Thanksgiving, those would be the greens that I prepare for my family. But I've been kind of lazy, and I haven't done that yet. So the flower bed still got old tomato plants and stuff in it where maybe when I'm not so busy, I can get around to it, but it ain't finna be no time soon. What else do I do? I find different ways to wear clothing. You know, I think I made a video where you could just get a plain t-shirt and how you cut it on the side and you can make the arms all cute. So, you know, you can just kind of up it a little bit but still be kind of like casual dress with it. Um, I really like doing things like that. Sometime I might have my daughter and I do have another granddaughter. She's not my biological granddaughter, but it doesn't matter because my daughter's married to her dad. She's 13. She's a cheerleader. She lives in Jasper, Alabama. So they get her every other weekend and she comes down. So she always on TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff right here. So I can get her to do like some little cheers or some flips and stuff like that just to get her on camera. But hi, sis. Hi. I'm not at work today, but I am going in at. I'm leaving at 4. I'm going in at 5. I do work for a company. If anybody's familiar with Children's Place, that the clothing store for the kids, I do work there at night. So I run my cleaning company during the day, and then at night I go and work there for 10 hours. I get off at 3:30 in the morning, and it's almost an hour drive from my house. But you know, when business gets slow, you got to find another way to sustain income. You know, unless you want to lose everything that you do have or trying to have. So I go and work there. I like it because I'm a Lyft driver, and it's pretty easy. All I have to do is I drive 3 different types of lifts. It depends on the one that they assign me to that day. And I drive them, and all I do is send me a location in a scanner, and I just go and pull the boxes off the shelf with whatever clothing is asking me to get. And then I drop it off, and then they send it over there to the other group of people that actually puts it in like totes so that people can pick the orders. And the children place that I work at, it is the main distribution center of children place. So it's the main facility. It send the clothes like to the stores if you order online and all this stuff right here. Um, we do that there, and they have their own Amazon and stuff in there. I like it, but I don't like the fact that I'm not home at night with Jackson because he is in kindergarten now, and I do my best to try. When I pick him up at 2:40, I do my best to go over his name, have him write his name, go over some alphabets and stuff like that. They have them like now. Listen, y'all, school is not like it was when we was in school. Now, I don't know if I can remember all the way back to kindergarten, but I do remember when my kids was in kindergarten and they was just doing like learning their alphabets, taking naps, running around, playing, eating snacks, little stuff like that. But now, these kids got to learn how to spell words. Like they call them sight words. So Jackson has to know if he see this word, what the word is and how to spell it. They didn't really say how to tell him to teach him how to spell it, but how you gonna know what it is if you don't know how to spell it? So I've been making him go the extra step, like look, the, am, see, to, I am, and I have him every day to spell those words to me so that he would know how to spell them. And as he start getting ready to read the little books that's in his age group, that he would be able to tell what those words mean. And I know I kind of like got off of the topic I was talking about, but I wanted to be on here for an hour. I don't know if I'm gonna make it an hour, but I just want to talk to you guys. So, a lot of times my videos, they're rushed. I'm trying to get some footage out in X amount of time, some cooking or something like that, but I never really get a chance to just sit here and just talk to y'all. So I just wanted to take that time out and do that today while I had time. But I do not want to belong in a sector, and I know I said that already, but I just want to be me on my channel. I don't want to be clicked up like everybody else is, and you either got to be in this clique or this clique, and these people don't get along, and they talking about everybody, uh, going in people personal business and looking up information that they should not be doing or anything like that. See, I don't want to be a part of any of that mess. I just want to have a clean, fun channel, and I am thinking about doing some skits. So I have to get everything together, but I just been like playing things to where my channel can just be interesting and a little different from everybody else's. Um, what's some more stuff? Oh man, I want to tell you guys too that thank you exactly, because I love your channel. You was live, but I think when I got on your live this morning, it was like almost at the end. So by the time I said hello, and then people were saying hi Alicia, then you had to get off. So I am subscribed to your channel. So what I'll do is, if you know how you go on a community tab or whatever, and you set up the I guess it's called like a notification where people can click ahead of time, like saying that you're gonna be on like at 5 o'clock. Then I can go ahead and set the thing on my phone to where when you come on, it automatically reminds me. That's what I'm gonna do. If you post those, I'm gonna do that so I can come on your channel a little more, because I like your channel because it's not messy. I know it's something on my lip. Yes, yes, a premiere. Yes, if you when you do those, I'm just gonna click it. And the only reason I won't come on there is because I'm at work. So you're welcome. If you don't see me on there, just know I'm working. But I will go back and catch the replay. And I always hit a like button for you and stuff like that. So at least it should be able to notify you and let you know that I like your video. So that way you know I did come to visit. It was hard to get my 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, tomorrow at noon, that would be perfect because I will be free tomorrow at noon. So I'll make sure that I tune in and see what you got interesting for us. I appreciate it. But I just lost my train of thoughts. I don't see how they be on here talking about something and then trying to read, because I want to interact and stuff like that. So I got to get used to it. I really do, because I'm really not a camera person. But I'm trying to, because how am I going to be on social media if I can't be in front of the camera? But what's some more things that we do? We like to fish. I'm pretty country. I was born in the country, and baby is pretty city. So we don't really, we kind of have a where it just comes together, because even though he was from the city, he still likes some of the things that we consider more country like. So we kind of like get together good, like for us fishing. We don't really hunt, but I thought this year I was going to go out and try to hunt like a rabbit. Like, have y'all ever ate rabbit before? Rabbit tastes so good if you know how to cook it, and then put some gravy and some rice and a biscuit. Oh my God, you don't even need anything else. So we have a pellet rifle, and I'm gonna take it because I don't want to be on here with no firearms and stuff like that. But so I will automatically let them know that this is a pellet rifle, and I'm gonna go out when you have to hunt rabbits and stuff like that when the weather gets cooler, because during the hot weathers they do be mating and stuff like that. So once it get cooler, I'm gonna go out in the woods and see if I can kill a rabbit for you guys. That's gonna be so funny, because I haven't done that since I was young. Because like I said, we grew up in the country and stuff like that, and it wasn't anything to do. All we had was like trees and bushes. Like, our closest neighbor was probably like a mile down the road. So it was 6 of us. So we had to find ways to entertain each other. So my mom would like let us go hunting, because I was raised by a single parent. So, and back then it wasn't that big of a deal for you to go in there and get a shotgun or a rifle and go out in the woods because it wasn't as chaotic, and the people mindsets was a little more stable than what they are now. But yeah, we go get that gun and we go out there and we shoot birds. Don't ask me what kind of birds it was. We shoot any bird that was flying except for a red bird. We didn't shoot those. But we didn't eat them. We just shoot them because, I mean, it was something to do. Or we go fishing, or we hunt rabbits and squirrels like that, which my mom would cook the rabbits and squirrels. She'd clean them and stuff like that. I know how to do it, but I've never cleaned a rabbit or a squirrel. I'm going to do it. Like, what the heck? Because, oh yeah, yo, you guys, I was going to tell you too. Another thing that I do on my video. Listen, I don't know if y'all paying attention to this world. This world is in its last days, like seriously. And I ain't coming on here to preach to the choir or nothing like that, but I'm just gonna state facts. Only thing that I'm doing, like as far as my family, and I wanted to get everybody aboard on this, we have to prepare for the worst case scenario, because the United States will end up going to war eventually. I can't tell you when, but this stuff is gonna happen. And maybe the first thing that's gonna happen is that we lose power. You know what I'm saying? Like, without power, how would your family eat? Like, what would you eat? The stuff in your refrigerator and freezer is only gonna last so long, and then it's gonna ruin. So I go to the store a lot of times. I'm gonna put up a video after this one right here, where I went to Sam's Clubs today, just to show you some things you can get. And I know a lot of people don't want to go to Sam's Club because they say it's expensive. It is. I go in there and I be trying to say, like, I'm gonna go get this, and that, and I be like $200-300, and I be like, oh my God. But the thing about it is, if you can afford to spend that money, like at that moment, it's gonna save you in the long run from running out of certain things. Say like seasoned salt, like Lowry's seasoned salt. You know, our culture, we grew up on that. Like, every person of my skin color has Lowry's seasoning salt in their house. I know that for a fact. But you can get the big container, and right now at Sam's Club, if y'all have one, that container costs $6.98. So you looking at $7. Well, guess what? They have it on sale today, and I really don't know how long the sale's gonna last, for $4 and something. That seasoning salt will last you for a year. So think about it. You going to Walmart paying $4 or $5 for that small one, and it's gonna be ran out in a couple months, and you got to go buy another one. Won't you go to Sam's Club and get that big one, and it'll last you for the whole year, as well as garlic powder. So you want to get garlic powder because seasoned salt already has salt, and in case you're gonna add a little salt, you don't want your stuff to be salty. So if you can eliminate salt in some of your seasonings, then it'll kind of balance your stuff out and it won't be too salty. That's why I'm real bad, or I don't want to say bad, but I'm real keen on getting my seasonings from Sam's Club. And I got so many seasonings in there, you guys. I need a freaking seasoning tray, like the little racks you put the seasoning on, where you can just spin it around. Because when I go in my cabinet, girl, I be digging here, digging there, because I even paid my daughter to organize my cabinet. And she had organized it so... I've had my channel since February of this year. And I'm just now getting at my 1,000 subscribers. And it don't really have anything to do with me posting. I don't care how much I post or whatever. The subscribers just have to come. You know what I'm saying? And I think they come quicker when you go live. I know a lot of people go on StreamYard and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't be having time to do all that. So I just had to just wait on the process. And I just got there, but I'm still not going to be monetized until I get the 4,000 watch hours down. Oh yeah, my eyebrows need to be done. I just point out stuff. Ain't nobody got to point out nothing about me. I'll just tell you, hey, my eyebrows need to be done. My nails, I ain't had them painted in like 3 weeks. But the thing people don't tell you about the nails, I've tried the acrylic. I've tried the overlay. I've tried the dip. And the thing they don't tell you, they have to sand that stuff out after they soak it a little bit. They have to sand your real nail enamel, and it makes it thin and fragile. And then like the mine even had dents in it where it was like my nail bed was doing this, and I was like, you know what? I probably need to chill out and let it get back to me what I call healthy. Let it get back healthy, and then maybe I go. Now all I do, hey, if it's anything other than a gel polish, I don't want it. Well, sis, you ain't got to worry about it. I'll support you, and I'll make sure I tell my old man to go over there and subscribe to your channel because we know what it's like. Like, people only want to look out for the people that they feel like are going to benefit them as far as subscribing to their channel. Listen, this is not your money. I'll answer that about the business, the cleaning business in 1 minute. This is not your money. This is YouTube money. YouTube got loan money, baby. They would never dig lint out their pocket. They got that bread to pay out. So what would it hurt you to go over there and subscribe to your sister or brother, any race, any gender? I don't care about that. We just all sisters and brothers. Go over there and subscribe to their channel and help them out. Help them grow. Or what would it hurt you to go and hit a like button? Leave a comment or something. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them to keep pushing. Just encourage them. We was having the hardest time with that. Now, I did have Ask Granny, and I did have Miss Yolanda Aquarius McLaughlin. I probably didn't say that in the right order, but they always shouted out my channel. Okay. They always shouted out my channel. And they even asked some of their subscribers to go and subscribe. And that did help. But a lot of the subscribers that came from my channel just came from me going over there and supporting them. Supporting another channel. It can be a kind of big size channel, or it can be another small channel. You know what I'm saying? I want to help you grow. You help me grow. But you have to be mindful that I'm only one subscriber. I can help you with views, but I'm only one view. You know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to help everybody, and let's all get some of YouTube money. Now on my Facebook reel, I am monetized, and I had been concentrating on that a lot more because I am monetized on there. And you have to upload, they want you to about 10 videos a day. I know they only for like 60 seconds or less. But you gotta think of the content. You can't just keep putting the same video up there. You gotta think of something different. So I just darn near upload. I went to Whataburger yesterday. I ain't been there in 3-4 years because we don't have one where I live. I live in like a town, so it's kind of country, but like some city things, features in it. You know what I'm saying? Like we got movie theaters, all these restaurants and stuff like that. But it's still country-ish. So I don't have a lot to just be making videos of. I don't go out, I'm not out, and it has nothing to do with the virus. It's just that I'm a homebody, you know what I'm saying? I just like being around my family and stuff like that. So when I'm not working and stuff, I want to spend time with them. And to answer the question about the cleaning business is going okay. It could always be better. I'm not going to complain. I just thank God for where I am and where he's going to take me. I'm not in a rush because he'll get me there when I need to be there. So with that being said, I do have several commercial clients, which I love commercial clients because a lot of times that's more like the office type settings. You're going to do those when business is over. So you can set your own time. You can say, well, they close at 4:30. You want to go home, fix dinner, tend to your kids or grandkids or whatever it is that you need to do at home. And then you can say, well, you know what? I'm going to go clean that office. Hey, you right about that. You right about that. They don't. They don't. You need to go and support some channels that don't have nothing to do with that sector or any sector, just random people. And a lot of times it's like foreign people. I mean, I'm not being funny. It's like a lot of foreigners. Like I can't even really tell you their name because I don't even know what language they speak. But I know when I go over there and I'm watching them and I'm commenting on they live, you know, they'll tell their people to come support me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got a lot of my subscribers. It's just by going over there supporting them, showing up on their lives, commenting, liking them, or going back through and look at some of their videos and leave a comment, you know what I'm saying, on several of them. And then they just keep seeing my name, my name, my name. And then they just like, oh, hey, my sister Alicia. And then, oh, you have a YouTube channel? We're going to send you subscribers. We're going to see if people want to subscribe to your channel. And they do. And they do. And I didn't even ask them, which I haven't asked anybody because my business has been up and running since last year. I was working for a company in the automotive industry. I was a supervisor there. I had been there for 14 years, but I had started my cleaning company. And I had took a online cleaning course and have a certificate. I'm OSHA certified in sanitizing and disinfecting. And I was doing a lot of business. Yes, yes, ma'am. You right about that. The Philippines, you right. Go visit their channels. Visit them. They will support you. But I had already started doing my cleaning company, and I was getting pretty busy. But the company that I worked for, they wanted to start take me from day shift and put me on night shift, and then rotate me back and forth every 2 weeks. And at that time, my grandson was going to a private school for K3, and it was just too much. Like we paid for him to go during the day, but then you got to turn around and find somebody and pay them to watch him at night. Like when my shift swapped up. So what happened was I ended up not being able to make a lot of money during the company because when my shift would switch to first shift, most residential clients want their house cleaned during the day. They can either be there or not there, but they don't want you in their house in the afternoon, like 4 and later, because they getting off work and they trying to unwind and cook dinner or whatever. So I was like not getting a lot of clients because I was on day shift. And who wants you to come clean their house at 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon? Like nobody does. So what happened was I ended up putting in my 2 week notice for this company, which they did not want me to leave because, like I said, I had been a supervisor there for 14 years. But I wanted to do what was best for me, my family. Sorry about that, you guys. My battery's low. So I ended up putting in my notice, and they was hoping that I was going to change my mind before the 2 weeks was up. But yeah, I had put in my notice because I still had vacation days. I had like a month of vacation days. And if you put in your notice, the company will pay you. But one of my nephews was murdered in Birmingham. And it kind of, like I was off. They let me off for a couple of days, for a bereavement or whatever. But it really took a toll on me. And it just kind of like opened my eyes up. And when it was time for me to go back to work, I wasn't in the mind space or mindset to go in there trying to supervise 20 to 25 people when I had a lot on the inside on my own mind and heart dealing with the loss of my nephew because he was only 19 years old. So I had called the company and I told them that, I told them exactly what I'm telling you guys, that I'm not in the right mind space to come in and try to supervise a shift or run a shift when I just lost my nephew. So I'm just not going to be able to finish out my 2 week notice, which I had already done a week of it. And because I was such a valuable worker there, and they really, I could say that company really cared about me. The plant manager went ahead and honored the next week and went ahead and paid me for my vacation days. So I could really go there right now if I wanted to. And the only reason I picked to go to the children's place is because I didn't want any responsibility. Because I'm not going to be there long. I'm not going to be there long. And I didn't want to be in a position where people depended on me. I just want to go be a normal worker, make a little extra money, and then leave. Because nobody else's company is going to take precedent over my company. So business is pretty good with the cleaning. I have a lot of residential clients. I go to Chattanooga once a week, and the reason I only go once a week, which I have about 5 or 6 clients down there, is because gas is so high and I don't want to put a lot of mileage on my vehicle. Thank you so much. Is it Panda's Hair Care? Thank you so much, sis. So I don't want to put a lot of wear and tear on my vehicle. So what I do is I'll go a Thursday or a Friday to Chattanooga, and I do anywhere from 1 to 2 of my clients. So I'll knock out, because I have one client down there that's every week, and I have a couple clients that's every 2 weeks, and then I have one client that's once a month. So what I do is say, like, my client that's once a week, I put her on a schedule with one of my every 2 weeks, and then when I go back to her house the next week, I put her on a schedule with one of my other clients that's every 2 weeks. So I kind of space them out. And then when I do my once a month, then I'll do 3 clients that day. And I'll do the regular weekly, one of my bi-weeklies, and my once a month, and knock them out, because I don't have to deal with the once a month until the next month, right? So I make okay money right now, but it's not enough to where I can just leave this company. We need to use the insurance, and like we need to go to the dentist. We already he already went and to the medical doctor and stuff like that. And we went to the eye doctor and got eyeglasses. Ain't it weird, because like I don't really have to wear glasses, but my left eye is perfect and my right eye has astigmatism and I can't see so good, you know, how close up or something like that. So I have contacts, but I have one contact just for my right eye. Nothing is needed in my left eye. So when I wear glasses, it's like I have no prescription over here, but I have prescription right here. So a lot of times I'll just squint. You know what I'm saying? Like I know y'all saw me squinting to read that. I'll just squint because I don't feel like going to put in one contact. So the business is good. But one thing I want to tell you guys too, if anybody is interested in starting a cleaning business, I have the steps to get you started, and you won't regret it. Because a lot of times, the reason I started a cleaning company is because it was a low out-of-pocket cost. Most of the supplies, you already have them in your house. Everything you already have in your house. You could start a cleaning company and go in your house and have all the cleaning supplies that you would need to even get started. You would just have to do the money for the legal aspect, like registering with the state you live in, getting your license, business license, getting business insurance, setting up your business banking account. So you would just need to do those things right there, which they don't cost much. The bank account is free. The business license from your state only costs like 30 some dollars a year. The insurance, you might, you know, like any insurance, you got to pay that first time bigger payment of maybe like $100 $200, and then you just pay like 40 some dollars a month. So but yeah, I went through a course with AJ Simmons. He's on YouTube. He's pretty big. He's like 30 something years old and already a multimillionaire from cleaning. Once you take his course and you graduate from his course, you are in their Clean Biz Network group, and it's like an elite group. Like everybody can't get in. Most of the people that's, or should I say, all the people that's in there graduated from that cleaning course, and they make bank. They make bank, man. Them people make a lot of money. But some of them are more seasoned. You know, some of them been doing it a while. Some of them live in bigger cities. When you live in a bigger city, it do make a difference because it's so many clients out there that you can get on versus you live somewhere like where I live and maybe there's 50 cleaning companies. It just make it a little harder for you. But hey, just keep your faith and keep pushing, because I'm gonna add on when next year come 2023. In February or March, I'm gonna be done with Children's Place, and I'm gonna go full throttle because AJ offered different perks for us that's in the group, right? And the perk that I want to jump on, because you have to buy advertisement, you have to have flyers, you have to have business cards, you have to buy leads. So, you know, when they say you got to spend money to make money, they did not lie. You do. But if you don't have the money like that to spend, because think about it, when I quitted that job, I was making $25 an hour, And then I just went from having to depend on the money that I make from doing clients, right? So I had a lot of people that got furloughed from their job due to this virus. I had people that just couldn't afford, to pay anymore. So I lost a lot of clients. And then just to keep me and my family afloat is why I went to Children Place, because God do give us common sense to just make sure we can be able to maintain the lifestyle that we like to live, right? And we don't go out spending a lot of unnecessary money, but when you work and you travel, I mean, you got to eat. Like, we have to stop and eat at fast food restaurants, and the highest gas is, we got to keep gas in the car or the truck, which I don't even want to talk about the truck, but I'll tell y'all that story another day. But yeah, so I probably make about $2,000 a month from my residential clients. And I probably make about maybe $1,000 from my commercial client, because like I said, I don't have a lot. But if it's anything you want to know about the cleaning thing, I was hook you up over there and send you in the direction of Mr. AJ Simmons, and he can tell you all about it. Actually, he has a bunch of videos on everything you can do. You can join the group and all this stuff right here for more knowledge, and just see how them people making bank. Like, I'm always complimenting them or congratulating them, because I'm just that type of person. I'm not where they are, but what's meant for them is for them, and what's meant for me is gonna be for me. And I know, it'll be my time. Ain't no sense in me being jealous or envious and hating on them because they making what I want to make or more. I just want to congratulate them. Hey, great job, my brother. I like their videos and stuff like that. So, hey, I'm always doing that, because who never knows. The course, the course is really not expensive. It just depends on what you mean by expensive. The course, because you have to take the training course. He has it step by step to show you everything. He even show you how to make your own website. But I'm not too computer savvy, so I just paid somebody to do mine. But everything you need from your Wells website, your bookkeeping, everything, how to get your quotes, how to price your stuff, how to do a walk-in, like when you go into a company, and all his stuff is a commercial type. He didn't really dab into the residential. So if you get a commercial client that's interested in doing business with you, and you want to go and try to get that client, he give you the equipment on how to measure, and as well as he send you a starter kit that has everything you need to clean. I'm talking about, it's got the backpack vac, it's got the mops, the commercial type mops. It's got the bucket. It's got supplies. It's got sanitizer for the bathroom, the kitchen, the toilet scrubber. It's well worth it. And I want to say that the course with the starter kit, you can get it without leads, because you can go door to door, or what they call cold calling, where you call different companies to see if they in the need of a cleaning company, or you go to door and hand out your flyers and stuff like that. When you do that, you don't really need leads, but I started off doing that because I couldn't afford to buy leads. But it's like $6.99, and that just the starter kit alone is worth the $6.99. I'm telling you, that backpack vacuum has to cost about $1,000 by itself, and it's a good one. It has all the um, different attachments that go with it. So a lot of times in commercial, because it's just plain floors, that you don't have to use a broom and all that stuff right there, which it do come with a little spot broom. You just use that vacuum cleaner. You use it to put another attachment on it. See if they got any spider webs. You can suck the blinds, to clean the dust off the blinds. It really has everything. If that was the only vacuum cleaner you had, you would be good if you was doing commercial. But it's a little different when you're doing residential, because, people got carpet, people got hardwood floors. You just have to maneuver a little different in somebody's house. They got all this um, home decor. You don't want to knock down their lamps or their pictures, or home designs they have. So you have to be a little careful because you have to have an extension cord with that backpack vacuum, and you don't want to knock anything down, which that happened to us in the beginning. But thank God I had business insurance. So all I did is if you knock something down, you don't want to try to hide it or pretend you didn't do it because people know what they got in their house. So the only thing I did was I contacted the client like as soon as it happened. My lips are a little dry. That's why I keep licking. I'm sorry. And I took a picture of it. I told her what happened. It got hooked up with the extension cord, and it fell. It broke. And how much was it? How much is it? She owed me $100 for 2 hours of cleaning at her house. So I was like, well, hey, how much is it? And you can I just take it off the invoice because a lot of times, hey, you should really, Panda's hair, you should really like try it. Like you can also ask your cousin for insight information and stuff like that. But you most definitely gonna want to purchase that starter kit, even if you don't need the course and you just need the starter kit. I think the starter kit by itself may be like 400 and something dollars. You would most definitely get over your money's worth by just getting that because I still got, and I've been doing this a little over a year now. I still got cleaning supplies down there that I haven't even used yet because we like a certain scent, So I just like certain products, and nothing's wrong with their products. It's just that it ain't nothing like coming home from work or your house and you're like, oh my God, this house smells so freaking good. So we just mix up different types of concoctions. I've made videos on all of them too. Like, we like some Fabuloso, especially that purple one. But they got an orange one. That orange one smells so good, especially like the purple one is good to me like in the summer. But now that it's getting fall and everything's like calming down a little bit, that orange one just puts out this fragrance is so pleasant. So I've been using that in a lot of my clients' house, especially the ones that don't have animals. The ones that have animals, they got to keep that purple because they need something like really strong, when they have all them dogs and cats and stuff in their house. So, and then we use another product. It's by, I want to say Pinaline. It's strawberry. It's not a disinfectant or anything like that. All it is a deodorizer. So all it does is smell good. Yes, that purple one is the bomb. All it does is smell good. It's not that Pinaline, the strawberry, is not disinfecting anything. So what we'll do is the carpet. When we vacuum the carpets, we'll take some of that and we'll mix it with some water because it's pretty thick. And then when we vacuum their carpet, we just gonna refresh their carpet as we do it, so that their carpet's gonna smell good and that scent's gonna be in there, like they had took their carpet and got it clean, right? Or you can do your curtains, or you can do your couch. You can do a lot of stuff to just spray it, just make it smell fresh. So we do that. We don't really do their curtains and stuff like that. We may do that at our own house, but for the most part with the clients, we only do like their carpet to make it smell so good. And then, oh man, don't walk out of the room and walk back in their house and you just like, oh my God, this house smells so good. Like, oh my God. That's how we be, especially when baby got to run to the car or something like that. And then he'll come back in there and be like, yeah, it smells good in here. Or especially people with upstairs and downstairs. Like when we have to go upstairs and we might clean downstairs first and then we go upstairs and have to go back down and you just smelling it like, yeah, we did that. But yeah, please, please, please talk to your cousin. And if you want to find out more about AJ Simmons, you can really just type his name in, AJ Simmons, on YouTube, and you'll see something. Just look for something that says something about the starter kit, and he has bukus of videos, and you can go on there. He tell you all about it. He tell you what it comes with it. He tell you about the price, and you don't have to take the online course if you don't want to. But when I was just starting off, I was just trying to get Okay, thank you so much. And I'm gonna do the same for you. I'm gonna be, cause right now at the children's place they call it like pre-peak, and what that means is that it's getting close to Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff like that. So the end of November, because the Black Friday and all that, children place, which they always run in a sale, but they're going to be in what they call their peak season. That's when like their sales like really pick up. So from November to 20 something to Christmas Day, it's going to be like a lot of hours and a lot of days outside of me doing my stuff. But until then, what I'm going to do is they already put us on like 6 days. I'm going to still watch your stuff. Yeah. You'll see. And when I watch it, I'm going to make sure I leave you a comment and a like so you know I came by. Because when I was watching today, you was saying I hated that you had to get off. I was like, oh my God, I just got on here and she's getting off. But I know, life calls. But I will as watch yours as well. I know once I get monetized or whatever and start making money, I will be able to buy me like tripods and another phone, because that way I could be on with my my Facebook audience as well. And just try to get some better footage. I'm not trying to make my stuff look like it's a movie off the TV, but I just wanted, so I don't have to hold this phone or I don't have to sit in a certain position. I always got to sit in a certain area because it ain't noisy here yet, but it's always noisy at my house. I tell my daughter that when I go do something at her house, I be like, oh, no, I ain't gonna be able to make no video over here. It's always noisy over here. And it is. But I mean, that's life. Because my grandson is, Grandma, 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 come play. The 2-year-old, his name's Caden. I go over there, man, and I feel like I'm a celebrity. Like, my grandboys love me to death. If you have grandkids, listen, thank you so much. I'm so glad you caught it too. And I will be sending the support right back your way. You can believe that. You will see. I will support you when I get off. I'm fixing to get off now because I think it's about time for me to go pick Jackson up. He has to be picked up by 2:40. But I really enjoyed coming on here. I thank my 2 viewers so much. Um, I will be supporting your channel. I'm going to go in there and tell baby right now to subscribe. His channel is Pierre's Bike Life TV. So you should see that come up on there because he real good about supporting too. And, usually if I suggest him go to a channel, he'll do it. Don't tell him I said that because I don't want him in there watching and hear my secret. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Yo, you guys have a blessed Friday, a blessed weekend. God loves you and I love you too. Until the next video, later.